Hey Bible lovers, I'm Tim Nichols and I'm here bringing you your Nichols Worth, and today I'm going to show you my favorite compact from every publisher that I have one from. There are a few that I'm missing, so if you like one that I don't have featured here, let me know about it in the comments. But I'm going to start off first with one I just picked up. Really slick. This is called a compact large print, and it's the HCSB from Holman, so these are out of print, but it's got the little snap flap here. Really slick, and this is definitely not a large print font. I'm going to say that's probably a 7, maybe an 8 at best, but it's definitely not a large print, but it's still a really nice layout. 2-column, bottom notes, just really cool. When you get to the New Testament, you can see the words of Christ are in red, which is a really good red. I love this paper. This thing is just excellent. Now, one of the more popular ones is the Pitt Minion. Now, the Pitt Minion is a 6.75 font, but with the leading space, it counts as a 7, and you can see that looks really small. That 7-point font reads small to me. It's got your references in the middle, and they are also extremely small. But the Pitt Minion is very nice, and also, when you get to the New Testament, the Pitt Minion has the words of Christ in red, just like the HCSB. Now let's take a look at this one. This is my favorite Thomas Nelson one, but I'm going to put another one in for honorable mention. Also, the Baby McLarens, also known as the Compact McLarens, are really nice as well. But I like this one because it has that nice comfort print 7-point font, bottom references. This really reminds me of the NKJV large print McLaren thin line with that same layout in the 2-column. And when you get to the New Testament, of course, the words of Christ are going to be in red, just like the previous two. Now, this one from Zondervan is an excellent, this is the NIV larger print compact. And the reason they call it that is because it's not quite a large print, but it is an 8-point font, and that is so well laid out. This NIV comfort print font is better than a lot of people give it credit for, and I think it really shines in this Bible. It has corner notes and references, and then when you get to the New Testament, the words of Christ are in red. You see a theme going on here? All right. Now, I'm going to hold this one off because this one's really cool. But I do want to bring out my honorable mention, New King James and King James. This is a little bit larger in the compact family, but it's still in that 7.5 by 5.5 family range. So that's what we define a compact as. I'm going to put one in a compact category that you're probably going to disagree with me on, but I'm right. But with that said, this is an 8-point font. Center column reference, looks really similar to the Pitt Minion. Now, one thing I don't like about the Pitt Minion is the Pitt Minion does not start new books on a new page. See how this one starts a new book on a new page? I think this gets it better than the Pitt Minion because the Pitt will start it over here just to kind of cram more in there. I don't like that. And in this one, the words of Christ are in, you heard it first, red. And it's going to be the same with the King James, same layout, same concept, really, really nice. Now, move into this pile. This is the large print. These are genuinely large prints. So you're going to have an 8-point font and an 8-point font, which put these on the top end of the small print category. These are going to be small print with a 7, and I'm considering this a small print too. I don't know why they put large print on that. It's out of print, so it doesn't matter. But now we're going to go with the Lockman NASB 2020 and 95 large print compact. These are excellent. They're nearly paginated the same. Really nice. So when you get into this, this is the one problem with this one. It does give you that nice large print, but as you can see, the page is very full. It can almost be a little overwhelming to read. But if that doesn't bother you and you want that large font, then it does work. In the poetic settings, you can see it doesn't look as full. The verse numbers are on the outside of the verses, and then it gives you pilcrows to let you know where you are. And in this one, the words of Christ are in black. Let's move to two really nice ones from Humble Lamb. Now this one's a thick daddy, and there's a reason it's a thick daddy. It's got a lot of bells and whistles. Number one, in a compact Bible, it gives you that 8.5-point font. It gives you the drop caps. It gives you the references. It gives you the Dore art. It gives you all the special features that you love in that Humble Lamb. It has all the Dore art, but 2 of them are missing because they accidentally repeated them in the back in the book of Revelation. But when you get to the New Testament, it's hard to see on camera, but the words of Christ are in blue. Really like that. Nice. Now, this is listed as the personal size Quentel, but a personal size Bible is generally that 8.5 by 6.5. This fits in the 7.5 by 5.5. And as you can see, with every other compact in this stack, the PSQ is comparable. There's a little bit of difference here and there, but ultimately this is a compact Bible. And it comes with an 8.5-point font, really beautifully laid out, bottom references. It's really comparable to the NKJV that I showed with the bottom references. And that NKJV was also in paragraph format, by the way. Really, really nice Bible. And when you get to the New Testament, the words of Christ are in red, so there's a lot of red letter here. But this is a nice compact. And then last but certainly not least, as a matter of fact, I'm going to put this one at the top of the heap when it comes to compact Bibles. They really did a great job laying out the ESV Alpha. This one is brand new, and check it out. It has the 8-point font, double column, paragraph format, very reminiscent of the ESV Thinline and the ESV Omega. Has some notes on the bottom. When you get to the New Testament, the words of Christ are in black. This is a beautifully laid out Bible, and I think because of its thinness and because of its size and because you get that 8-point font, Crossway did the best job out of every compact. All of these are nice. All of these are readable. If I was to list the one that I would probably use the least, it would be the Lockman NASB Large Print Compact, just because the page is so full and it seems to me to be a little overwhelming. This one hits all the spots for me. But from a referencing standpoint, it's going to come down to either the Quentel or the NKJV paragraph style reference Bible. I'm going to give the Quentel the edge just because it has a slightly larger font at an 8.5. But all of these are excellent options. There's also one that I don't have with me because I'm having it rebound by Rugged Cross Leather, but check it out. This is the giant print NLT Compact Bible. Now this one isn't truly a giant print, but it is a 10-point font. Now one area it's going to suffer, as you can see, is in the poetic settings. You're going to get a few words per line, but if you like that really large print in a compact Bible, that one's excellent. So there are my favorite compact Bibles from every publisher that I have one. If there is one that I don't have listed here, or a publisher maybe that you have one from that I don't, let me know about that one in the comments and maybe I can check it out. God bless you. Keep calm. Jesus on. This is your Nicholsworth.